Everybody just bounce, bounce. Check it out. Everybody just bounce, bounce.
Hi everyone, this is my story time of how I met Kodak Black, and it all started back in November of 2017. So my uncle tells me that, he has the best birthday gift for me and I'm gonna love it, and basically it's just gonna be so amazing. Basically it's gonna be the best, it's gonna be the bomb. And I was like, you have to tell me, what is it? And he's like, it's one of those things in the now, because maybe a year from now you're not gonna like it, but I promise you're gonna love it. And so basically I'm like, tell me. So he finally tells me, he's like, I'm gonna send you to the Kodak Black concert at the Bomb Factory and November 20th, I think, or 26th, 25th. And I was like, oh my god, I started screaming. I literally started screaming, jumping up and down like I just won the lottery. That's how excited I was. And just to put you guys in perspective, right? So I started being a Kodak fan probably in 2014, 2015. So basically before I discovered Kodak Black, the type of people, the type of men that I liked, they were just as long as they had nice brown skin, and as long as they had nice brown skin and they were cute in the face, I didn't really care much. I didn't really have a type. But then after I saw Kodak Black, and after I heard his music, and after I watched a couple interviews and I heard the accent, I was like, oh my god, I want me a dark-skinned guy with unique hair and handsome in the face. And so literally I had a type. and after that, all I wanted was dark-skinned, unique looking hair and handsome. That's what I wanted. That's all I talked to. You can ask any of my friends. You can ask my husband now, because me and him were friends before we got together, and I used to tell him about some of the people that I liked. And he had to be dark skinned. He had to have good hair. I don't want to say good, but unique hair. He had to just fit that critique. I wanted someone like Kodak. And even it was so crazy, even my uncle who got me the tickets, even he knew. He's like my dad, basically. My uncle's like my dad, and even he knew how much I love Kodak and how obsessed I was with him, and the type of guys that I like because of Kodak Black. It was crazy. That's what I wanted. That's how I wanted it. I didn't care about what anybody else had to say, what everybody else thought, because usually when people talk about Kodak, they're like, oh, he's ugly, I don't know why you like him, he's stupid, this and that. And literally I was just like, I do not care. I want me Kodak. If I would have went to his concert and he would have got down on one knee and proposed to me, at the time I would have been like, yes, here you go. so basically I found out in October. So that whole month from October to November, that little bit of a month time frame, all I could do was talk about the concert. I was telling all my friends, I'm gonna go to his concert, it's gonna be amazing. And it was a general admission concert, which basically means that all the tickets are the same price and it's first come, first served. So if this is the stage right here and this is the crowd, whoever gets there first gets to be closest to the stage. And there was no backstage passes, there was no pass to meet him, there was no pay extra, and you get to see him or anything like that, no meet and greets or anything like that. So of course this whole time I'm thinking, I'm not gonna get to meet him, but it's still gonna be the best day of my life. But it'd be better if I did get to meet him, because I'd lose my shit if I did. I would be like, this would be insane. So the day of the concert, it's a school day. I think the concert was either on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So I go to school at first and I'm telling all my friends, I'm gonna see Kodak Black today. I'm so excited. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out basically. And I was like, I'm gonna tell everyone all about it when I get there. So I come home, I shower, whatever. I already had my outfit picked out way back in October, way back whenever I first found out I was gonna meet him. And so I get dressed and everything, and we go to the concert an hour early because it is general admission. You know how those people literally you'll see them waiting and standing outside for iPhones, for concerts. That was a real thing. Even though I got there an hour early, there was still a very, very long line. And so I'm at the back of the line and it's kind of hot outside and I'm just waiting for them to let us in. And I'm just there on my phone, just chilling all by myself. I don't really care. I was talking to some kid and his dad, they were pretty cool, down to earth people. They were funny. And I was just talking to them, making conversation with them, and then I get a phone call and it's my uncle. And so I answer and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, Kodak Black tour bus is in the back of the bomb factory. If you walk around to the back, you'll see his tour bus, and I think I see him. I can see him. And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, walk around to the back of the bomb factory, and Kodak Black is back there. And so I'm like, holy shit, okay. So I walk all the way around the building. It's pretty big if you've ever been to the bomb factory. It's pretty big. So I walk all the way around to the back, and lo and behold, I see Kodak Black in his tour outfit, ready, you know, looking good as ever. And then he's Postmating, or he's Uber eating. He's Uber eating food. Someone's delivering him food, basically. It was from IHOP. And the Uber Eats guy, or the Postmate, whoever was delivering this food, was walking, and I'm behind that guy. And while Kodak is talking to him, so Kodak's like right here, this is the guy and this is me. So he's walking up to Kodak, and they're talking, and I'm behind the Postmates guy, but I'm like further back from him, and I have my phone up, and I'm just pointing at my phone, and I'm just saying like, can I get a picture? Like all shy, I'm like, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? But I'm still walking towards him. So he talks to the Postmate guy or whatever, and then whenever I get up there, I wait for him to finish, and then when I get up there, you know, he's like, you know, saying thank you, and then the guy leaves. And then I'm like, can I get a picture? And one of his assistants or security guards takes his food, and he's like, of course you can get a picture. And so we take a bunch of pictures, and then after these there's like 2 or 3 girls, after they see me like taking pictures with him, they also run up and they're like, can I get a picture? And so me and him, we take our pictures or whatever, and the other girls are just standing around us and watching. And then he takes my phone, right? So if this was my phone, Kodak like takes my phone, and he's like, and he takes a picture of himself, and he's like, I like this picture. He's like, I like this phone, I like this picture. He's like, can you send me this on Snapchat? And I'm like, of course I can send you this on Snapchat. And so he gives me his private Snapchat. Kodak Snapchat is private, and I have his Snapchat. And so I'm like, of course. So, you know, I type in his name or whatever, and he's like, yeah, that's me. And then I sent him the picture, and then I was like, can I hug you? And he's like, of course you can hug me. So then we hug each other, right? And we're both gone, you guys. So I reach up and I like touch his hair, and you guys, his hair is so soft. Like, I was not expecting that. And the whole reason, I know this is gonna sound weird, but the whole reason I touched his hair is because I really like a guy versus a guy with a ball fade, a guy versus a guy with like hair, long hair, pretty hair, just like hair just a little bit thinner. I always find the guy with more hair more attractive. So that's part of the reasons as to why I really liked him, because, you know, he has unique hair and he doesn't really care what anyone has to say. And you guys, his hair was clean and it was soft and it was nice. And so Kodak looks at me, he tells me, he's like, you're beautiful. And I was like, oh my god, you are beautiful too, I love you. And then he tells me, he's like, I love you too. And then the other girls, you know, they want their pictures and everything, so he starts taking pictures with them. And then, you know, he's recording Snapchat videos on their phones as well. And so after all of that, all of us, we kind of all just walk around to the front. And so I call my uncle back on the phone, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. I just met him. And I sent my uncle all the pictures we took, right? And I'm telling him, I was like, he told me I was beautiful, he told me he loves me, he gave me his Snapchat. And the girls that were back there with me, I have a picture of one of them, I'll show you. She was like, he gave you his Snapchat. Like, I'm on the phone with my uncle, and this girl is like, he gave you his Snapchat, let me have his Snapchat, can I have his Snapchat? And I'm ignoring her because I'm on the phone, like, that's rude. So I just started ignoring her, and then I started talking to the guy, to the little boy and his, well, no, he's not little, but he's just, you know, he's in high school like me, and his dad. And so, you know, we're all talking, we're vibing, and the concert's amazing. The people who opened up for him, they weren't that good. People booed them, but Cuban Doll was there after the show, and all his people came out, and they were pretty dope. It was just lit overall, you know, everyone's smoking, everyone's having a good time, people are crazy, they're drinking. It was pretty dope though. I'll show you guys all of it, all the Snapchat videos I took. And then after that, on my Snapchat, whenever I checked my phone after that with Snapchat and everything, the service at the Bomb Factory really sucked. So I wasn't really on Snapchat, I was mostly just recording. After that, I see like a bunch of people have screenshotted my story, and they're like reposting my picture of me and Kodak on my story, telling me congratulations. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then when I went to school the next day, you guys, people that I don't even consider my friends, like more of associates, or maybe people that I just kind of talk to in class just to let the time go by, I don't talk to every day, they're coming up to me in the hallway before school starts. They're like, oh my god, you met him. They're asking me all these questions. They're like, how was it? And it was so dope. Even in passing period, everyone's asking me in class. That's all I'm talking about. And it was really dope because I definitely wanted to talk about it. And then the fact that people wanted to hear me talk about it was even cooler. I told all of my teachers, I told all of my friends, I told my family, I told anyone who asked, and I felt just like I was like floating the entire day, you guys, because of the fact that I met Kodak and people actually cared about what I had to say. And like one of the most asked questions I got was, I literally, pretty much everyone asked me, all the students, they were like, does he talk like how he raps? And I was like, yes, he sounds the exact same. His accent does not change, which I think his accent is one of the coolest things about him. So it was real dope. Like everything about the whole experience was dope. Even the day after, it was dope. I wore my my Kodak black shirt that I bought, my merch that I bought. I wore it the next day to school, and it was like really cool. I'll see if I can find some pictures of it. I would show you guys, but my husband's best friend, he needed it whenever he stayed the night, and so of course, you know, he took it home with him because he can't go home without a shirt. But it's okay. And like it was just really cool. I have a wristband. I'm gonna insert all the clips from Snapchat, the pictures that we took, so you guys can see all of it, because it was really, really dope. And Kodak Black, he's like down to earth, you guys. Like talking to him, he didn't make me feel like, you know, I was like a fan. He made me feel like I was pretty much just a friend or something. Basically like genuine conversation. As he was talking to all of us about the show and everything, like after he took pictures with all of me and the girls and the videos, he was like talking to us about the show, you know, and he was just really down to earth, saying, you know, he's excited for the show basically, and it was cool, and he was excited to see all of us, and you know, we were all just kind of gushing like you know, but he's really dope. He's really down to earth. He didn't make me feel like he had a lot of money. He didn't make me feel like I was a fan. Like that was also really, really cool about him. And like whenever I saw him, it was like gold. Like I was like, oh my god, is this for real? I remember just having a moment and just looking back like, holy crap, like this is really him. So it was really cool. And no, he didn't stink, and no, his hair didn't stink. Like he was really chill, he was laid back. It was just, that's my story time of how I met Kodak Black. I hope you guys liked it, and please subscribe and like for more.
I'm